Welcome to Late to the Party, your one-stop shop for Bright Futures recaps. You want to watch the current campaign of Bright Futures, but you don't have time to slog through all the content? That is A-okay. That's what I'm here for, to give you a detail-light recap of what has gone down so you can be up to date the next time we go live. So, without further ado, here is a recap of episodes 11 through 15 of Bright Futures. Excitement abounds in episode 11. Our heroes, chaperoned by Brahma and Elitha, can't wait to put what they've learned to the test. When they lie down to rest after the first day of travel, however, the situation takes a turn for the dire. Septon and Una awake in a shared nightmare of the rainy Kelshar streets. A horrible fire-spewing mouth begins attacking them. Their friends are present, but unaware, trapped in dreams of their own. Upon defeating the mouth, everyone awakes to find that the wounds that they suffered in their dreams are real. The group arrives at their destination, a small town called Wilter's Watch, within the next day. The town sits astride the Withered Queen's Court, a horrible, grim, cursed forest filled with petrified trees. The situation is this. Someone is stealing food from the town's storehouses and dodging the surveillance of the automaton guards as they do so. It's up to our heroes to figure out who's doing the stealing and how to put a stop to it. I hope you didn't think we were done with strange dreams in episode 12. That night, each of the students has a nightmare about a past that is not their own, leaving them exhausted and confused when morning comes. Every lead they find during the day seems to go nowhere. As night falls, their search is interrupted by an alarm bell, and in the chaos they catch sight of a kobold riding a fox out of one of the storehouses. Ignoring the guards' warnings to get inside, the group follows the kobold into the woods. There, they must fend off a mutant flower full of corpses and one of the automaton guards turned murderess. They save the kobold's life in the process. Out of gratitude, she leads our heroes deeper into the woods towards her home. So much for a normal field trip. In episode 13, our heroes are introduced to Tall Spire, a kobold settlement surrounding a, you guessed it, tall stone spire. The goblin in charge explains that the kobolds are stealing from Wilter's Watch because their normal hunting grounds are infested by hostile crystalline creatures. If the students can drive the crystal creatures away, the kobolds will stop stealing food from the town. Even in Tall Spire, though, the horrid nightmares don't abate. This time, the students must physically fight their greatest fears. During the fight, Septon's shadowy alter self consumes him to the point of blind violence, and his aggression poses a great threat, so much so that the others barely survive. They awake to find that several kobolds have died in their sleep, seemingly gripped by the same dream curse. With new resolve, the group heads for the source of the crystal creatures, hoping to end this ordeal once and for all. The crystal creatures live in a network of flooded caves and won't hesitate to attack anything they come across. In episode 14, before the students even reach their lair, they must stop a group of them from destroying a large stag beetle surrounded by the corpses of its brethren. This encounter in no way prepares them for what they actually find inside the caves, a massive, slumbering hydra that awakens to the sound of their approach. Our heroes are forced to battle both the hydra and a host of crystal creatures simultaneously. The struggle proves to be too much for Shandi, who succumbs to his wounds. As the dust of combat clears, the party stands over several corpses, one of the Hydra, several crystal creatures, and that of their friend. A voice from behind the cave wall promises to bring Shandi back to life if the others will ensure its freedom. They search and find its source, an hourglass decorated with a crescent moon. Instead of taking the deal, our heroes transport both the hourglass and Shandi's body back to Wilter's Watch and beg Brahma and Elitha to help bring their friend back. Turns out the only person who can help Shandi now lives in the Primal Grove, a settlement deep within the Withered Queen's Court. The trek will not be easy, but the students, loyal to the end, step up to the task. Episode 15 begins as a somber affair. Our heroes forge ahead into the desecrated lands of the Withered Queen's Court, hoping to find someone who will bring Shandi back to life. The group is swiftly stopped by an elf named Adrian, who has history with their teachers and orders to kill Brahm on sight. Before he can attack, an ancient evil known as Grimmenheld roars from deep within the court, sensing their intrusion. Brahm and Elitha place the students in Adrian's care and attempt to buy them some more time to get into the Primal Grove. Adrian leads the group through a convoluted series of obstacles, pursued every second by a massive draconic avatar of Grimmel. Somehow, some way, everyone makes it inside the Primal Grove's protected barrier in one piece. And the only losses incurred are Turn's backpack and Tether's shield, lost in the chase. Without a moment to waste, they rush Shandi to the temple. And through the combined powers of healing magic and his friend's love for him, Shandi is resurrected. Though, at a steep price known only to Death herself. For the first time since leaving Hagen, our heroes sleep the night with nary a nightmare. And that is it for episodes 11 through 15 of the Bright Futures campaign. You are now caught up and could watch episode 16 if you wanted, or you could watch the rest of the recaps. Frankly, I don't know how many episodes exist at this point, so up to you. If you want to watch the episodes in their entirety, they are on this here YouTube channel. And if you want to catch us live, we stream this campaign most every Sunday at 6 p.m. EST on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/DungeonPartyShow. As well as stream other things on the other days of the week. So if you want to catch us live, that's where we'll be. But until next time, I'm this guy. Goodbye.